been doing software for, we're going to go on 30 years officially with my current employer. I'm having a great day in the office when I have 3 computers set up. I'm Gaspar. I've been team lead and dev owner for Information Security Corporation for pretty much over half my life. Prior to that, studied at DePaul University twice. My first round was a bachelor's degree focused on the human-computer interaction. I then fell in love with a very complicated technology called public key infrastructure. I'm really trying to get this synced with the back, so this is going to be like, and I have so many experiences that need to come out, primarily in the advancement of making our field better. And I actually like that I have the opportunity now to provide this welcome to the channel introduction, because there are so many different components. God, I talk so much, it's like it keeps putting the thing I want up there every time I'm like not at the right spot. This is also going to be a 3 GB download. Not only help my career, but can actually help you in your careers. You know, it just leads to the question, why now? It took me a while to elegantly state the answer to why now. Why is this needed now? Why is this channel needed now? Why is this whole notion of a studio needed now? I haven't been more excited about where the challenges of rolling out software has gone, because it's not just about beautiful code. It's about a whole cohesive aesthetic experience. I was reading an article by a security professional who was going through all the security companies and what they provide, and that they're not asking the question, why now? And in all the comments, it all seems to be the same. They don't have the cohesive experience. Each one does something really well, and that's fine. Because when you roll out a distributed system, you do have multiple vendors. So why now? The past couple of years, our product portfolio has had all the technologies, and being the security company we are, we made the same mistakes that every other security company is being involved in. It's not the complete offering. There are components missing, except we have the components. The components are at my fingertips. I can take these and I can build things out. And the why now, for me, started with a huge news story on Insomniac Studios becoming the victims of ransomware. It happened. I modeled an entire software solution off of a real world problem. Why the whole Werewolfy Studios? Why is this needed now? Simple. Before I even jump behind the computer and start writing up code, I'm very old school. Peers, I've never lost my artistic edge, so I start drafting up ideas and concepts and mock-ups and flowcharts, and it's all done on paper. And then I take the paper and see what components I actually have in my arsenal. And I can take the components and I can arrange them in such a way. But you gotta have the vision. And it's not just clients who struggle to see vision. It's sometimes the people down the hall. it's the great ideas that come out of here that need to be visualized, and this is where the whole software can only be complemented, not just with the visual arts, but with the digital content. Conceptually, when we were making videos, a community project for one of our local scout troops, we had an idea that was crazy. So we mocked up some rough-ins just to even see if it would work. And the moment we saw it would work, we went to the client in this case and said, here's our mock-up. This is the direction we want to go in. And we were given the green light. The concept video and what the final production video was, clearly differences in quality, differences in filming, differences in the people on the camera. But the why now is I've reached a point in my career where if I went with any of these concepts to the people down the hall, they'd be like, that's not how our company has done it before. I'm here to change that. I've always been here to change that. And now anyone who actually wants the change, I'm here. I'm out here. This is what you're getting. Experience, inspiration, someone who's still willing after constantly researching things to try new things, to explore, to take things to the next level. I'm big into Visual C++ Studio and a beautiful framework some people call Qt. The Europeans like to call it cute, because why not? It's adorable. I love Affinity. That's 3 products rolled up into one. And then a combination of OBS Studio and DaVinci Resolve, which really are fantastic at taking all that and conveying the messages. So to have these 3 things that seem like different technologies and different disciplines, it turns out no, they all go hand in hand. One of my other things that I love about YouTube is the people who've made it big love to actually tell you how to do it. In a way, it's mentoring, and I have to give huge props to one Marcus Brownlee, MKBHD. He has a sub-channel called The Studio, where he happily takes you behind the scenes and says, you want to do this? This is how. Well, I plan to do that too. This is why we're Wolfie Studios. This channel. Yeah, there's going to be content related to specific projects that we work on, but there's also going to be here's my experience that I am passing on to you. The final piece of the puzzle for this entire concept is it didn't come from the corporation. It came from outside the corporation, came from the network, because it's not about what you know always. What you know is a great start, but it's also about who you know. And I've seemed to have stumbled into a lot of people in high places. And when I take my concepts that I know are going to get shot down at the corporation, it's fascinating how many people in high places look at it and say, you should run with this. I should run with this. There's a lot of experiences I'd like to hear from you, and others would like to hear from you, so we know what the next steps are together. It's one big happy audience. That's the why now. It is time to finally just stand up and say, welcome to Werewolfie Studios.